Welcome to our live stream. Welcome to my guest, David. Welcome to GWE Wrestling Talk. We're gonna mainly discuss um, what was a very very interesting and a very very good episode of Monday Night Raw. Was it the best of the year? Quite possibly was the best of the year. I think, to be honest, the week before was was just as good. So it's a level now that Raw has got to for quite a while now. I think it's got to this level. Um, if I think of yeah, I think it's probably it's up there definitely with the best of the year. But obviously a poignant one, John Cena's last ever Raw, Madison Square Garden. So you add the venue into it as well, Madison Square Garden, the Boston. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You had that, and it was it was a high Origin. It was a really good thing. So anyone who's watching, anyone in the comments, any questions for us, any points you want to make, obviously feel free to comment. I've got the screen up on the side here, so I can see any comments coming through. To kick it off. So to kick it off, Madison Square Garden, obviously. So obviously, Dave, you had your laps, didn't you? But there was quite a few big John Cena moments you probably missed in Madison Square Garden when you were a Laps fan. So he had his first WrestleMania match at Madison Square Garden, WrestleMania 20, against it's the Big Show.
Imagine
Yeah,
the
but
big
what's the
star
big
like
slow? He's always been the big slow. Come on, he's never been a wrestler I can get on board with. But Big Show,
he's like 2002, 2003.
yeah,
kind of
this
time.
was two. So this was WrestleMania 20. So that is 2005. Was it 2005? Is it? WrestleMania 20 was 2005. Yeah,
There's 40 last year, 24. So it's 2004.
2004. Yeah. So yeah, 2004. Yeah, WrestleMania 20. He up against the Big Show. That was so he had become popular. He was way over in this. He was the baby face, and he won the US title. I think it was the opening match against another person who hates the Big Show. It's the Big Slow. The Big Slow. Yeah.
The Randy Ortons, the Batistas, even the AJ Styles, kind of getting over.
They were coming. So AJ had not got it, so he would have been a jobber and then gone to TNA. So maybe was, but it was Triple H and Shawn Michaels and someone else who was the main event. So it was still Triple H and Shawn Michaels were still top guys at the time. But obviously Cena was coming through. But then the next year, WrestleMania 21, Cena headlined. Or no, he didn't headline. Did he headline against JBL? He won the title. He didn't headline. He won the title though. But yeah, he won the main title. So so Madison Square Garden. I think the biggest John Cena moment at Madison Square Garden, I can't remember, 2008, 9. Someone in the chat hopefully can tell me which Royal Rumble. It's one of the best Royal Rumble moments. He comes in number 5. So Royal Rumble, he was supposed to be out for 9 months with
he came back
whatever
early,
it was.
didn't
He came
After
back
Soviet
early.
stuff.
Came in number 5. The pop was it was 2008 Rumble. Thank you, Oridin. So Oridin's like an encyclopedia of wrestling, man. Even though he's just looked it up on Wikipedia, he's like an encyclopedia of wrestling. It's probably it's up there with my favorite Rumble moments. He comes in, so pop is huge. That's Madison Square Garden. Triple H is in the ring. Loads of loads of wrestlers are in the ring. Comes in, he wins it. But that was I think it's coming back early from injury. That was like born of Super Cena coming back. He was I can't remember what it was. Torn pectoral. Torn something. He did not look up for Wikipedia. He's probably up there with the best Rumble. So John Cena history in Madison Square Garden. He also got booed a lot, I feel like, in Madison Square Garden of when people were not, because he was winning too much.
Well, no, impressive. He was winning too much, and he didn't have the best technical style.
Didn't have the style. And as always, people have to, like just now with Jay, they have to. Although Jay doesn't actually get booed by the crowd, just get booed by the internet. No one's booing. No one's booing Jay in the audience. Apart from when he does something heel related. Exactly. Everyone's happy with their core workout that they've got for free.
Exactly.
Not for free with these prices, but they're
cheaper than Peloton though.
It is. So John Cena history, because John Cena comes out, doesn't get to say much because he's interrupted by, I'm going to say it now, my male wrestler of the year
100%,
2025,
100%, 100%,
Dirty Dominic
100%,
Mysterio.
100%.
Um, I think so. This was obviously it was. I think the segment last week was better. The week before was better because it was maybe less expected and it was in Boston and
Yeah,
whatever. And obviously
yeah,
he had an impromptu match, but I wanted to see Dominic get a match against Cena. Now we get a match in San Diego. Do you know? I know it's not the main event, and I know there's a huge main event, but for me, it's as good as the main event. Dominic
100%,
versus Cena in his penultimate
100%,
match,
100%.
Intercontinental title. It's going to be the heat in the crowd across the. There'll be people cheering Dom maybe because it is his hometown. I mean, his deadbeat dad won't be cheering him, but
But they've
you know,
done so well because, as you can see, look, I know you say Dom of 2025. I'd argue back to pre SummerSlam last year, Dom
oh,
was just the heat this guy was getting was second to none. I've seen coming back to it at the beginning of last year. I've never seen anyone get this much. Not many people get this much heat, and they've done
no,
really well because they were having a problem at WrestleMania this year, where the crowd were just treating him like a face when he's when that's not part of the
we were
script.
there. We were, Dave. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not part of the script,
No,
isn't it?
no,
He
no.
ran back in the ring after winning the title.
He
Everyone was
even did.
chanting
He even
"Dirty,
did a
Dirty
little bit
Dom"
of a
at the
baby
beginning of the
face
match.
celebration. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just that they've done well, and I know people, Triple H doesn't get everything right, and I know people say sometimes a bit too slow with these stories, but they've done well to keep him the belt, to keep him going, 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 and to gradually change him back to the heel he should be because it's a
Yeah.
quality character for him,
And
and
you
he's
and
also
you put him against Cena, he's going to get booed because it's
100%.
Cena's
And you get
last
booed,
run, isn't it? So
and if he
yeah,
takes
you're
the
getting
title
booed.
back, that's he's getting booed,
Yeah, I assume he's going to take the title back. But and then it's what he does from there onwards. But he
Exactly.
will potentially be the man who beat second to last beat Cena for the thing, and
Exactly. Oh,
he will
he'll
say
be
that for the
living
rest
that.
of
He'll be
the.
living that. Like Mega Campion will be talking about this.
Yeah,
He'll be talking
exactly.
about this.
He's still got a belt anyway, so it's all right. Even if he hasn't got a belt, it's still Triple A Mega Campeon. So we have that. Get saying he says he doesn't want the match. We then get the Judgment Day, and I'm glad. Do you know what? JD McDonough is one to watch. He's
Punk's already labeled him out, innit?
Punk's already called him out. The fact that he gets to do a segment with Cena on his last, I mean,
Yeah.
he takes the pin, doesn't he? Yeah, he takes the,
Yeah,
does he take the pin?
yeah.
Or is it
Takes the
Pin
pin.
Balor? Pin Balor,
Yeah.
or him, whichever one. One of them took the pin. But he gets obviously a segment, Sheamus and do you know, as soon as this happened, I knew people are going to moan like, "Why is John Cena's last match a 6-man tag?" And do you know what? I did my reaction on TikTok and I hadn't checked, but lo and behold, people were like, "Oh, Cena! I can't believe Triple H booked Cena in a 6-man tag for his last match." I'm like, Cena clearly wanted to work with those two people, clearly,
Rey
and
Mysterio, Sheamus,
Shane, yeah.
Balor,
Yeah,
15
he
knuckle
clearly wanted to
shuffle,
work
man.
with them.
Come on now.
And actually, it was actually entertaining 6 man for 6-man tags ago. It was entertaining. The crowd were massively into it.
I'd argue since he's turned face, the majority of his matches have just been entertaining. He's just
Mm,
enjoying his last few months. That's it. And the crowd
mm,
are enjoying it with him. I'm like, I don't know what people are expecting. Yeah, this is not going to
mm.
be, this ain't going to be the most technical of technical times. It's
No,
just going to be giving us what we want. It's going to be like
yeah,
Batista's promo. Give
yeah.
me
Give
one.
me more.
Give me one.
It's so true. That is
Give me what I
all we
want.
want to see. It's 5 knuckle shuffles, AAs, 5 moves of doom.
15
Like
knuckle
literally,
shuffle.
that's what people want to see. The greatest hits, isn't it? It's the greatest hits. You're on your
That's
last
it.
thing.
That's it.
If Michael Jackson got the chance to play a last show, do you want him to play his latest album or do you want him to play the greatest? That's true, then.
The last two shows are invincible.
Exactly.
So this is what I'm saying is that you know what he's enjoyed himself, and nothing highlights better than this than him versus AJ. That's one of the most entertaining matches I'll see this year, and we'll
Yeah.
probably come back to this
But
another
you're
time.
right.
But
Since he's turned face, he's
that's
had
it.
Cody, obviously, probably match of the year. Logan Paul. Obviously, people didn't like the Brock Lesnar match, but
Yeah,
it was. We'll talk about that later because
exactly.
there's a reason why Brock Lesnar beat
Just
him
battered
because
him.
you don't get the moment, I don't think, with Brock doing what he did at the end of Raw if he hasn't done what he's done to John Cena.
Exactly.
If he's
Exactly.
had a close match with Cena or he's lost to Cena or something,
Exactly.
the thing. So, but we can go to that. So yeah, you got a 6-man tag, and it's actually, you see, if you watch it to the end, Cena says that's all she wrote, and he walks out, and
Yeah.
Cena's done, man.
He's
Cena's done. No more
done.
Cena on Raw
He's
or
done.
SmackDown ever again.
He's done.
Um, but yeah, it was a really good, obviously strong opening, 40 minutes or so to Raw.
Just like last week.
Yeah,
And you look at it, and from his point of view, don't get me wrong, he's obviously had a chance to help with the booking, to help with the planning, but he has battered himself for 25 years doing this, and they all do. But
Mm.
it's so nice to see someone actually get to kind of go out in a kind of fashion that they want to go out without having a broken leg or just being booed off the park or not turning someone
Honestly,
over.
and people have had enough. And I don't. Obviously, no one's ever done it like this before and said, "I'm announcing
Exactly.
my retirement." But the
Mm,
fact that he's stuck to the dates, he's only done the set dates. You know, when he's in your town, like when he was in
that's
London,
it.
it was the last time, wasn't it? You know, he was going to be in London when he was in all of these places in his
In
period.
Perth.
He stuck to it in Perth. I mean, Perth. Those t-shirts was, I think, the only thing that's probably Boston last week was the green, wasn't it? The green
Yeah, yeah,
t-shirts in
yeah, yeah. So the
Boston
Perth
was
half bills
similar.
was yellow because of the
Yellow,
football match.
yellow.
And
Yeah,
then Boston was gonna be
in
it was gonna be
Boston.
that. Boston was gonna be the fairy tale, isn't
Boston
it?
was going to be. And now he's got two matches, and I think I know who he's going to face in his last match after his new
Ah,
music. I
who
think
do you think?
I'm assuming if I look at who's left in that tournament, um, and who
I don't think my first 48 boy is gonna do it. My boy Mello. You don't think my boy Mello
Melo's
deserves?
going to miss again. I'm not sure about this Melo face turn as well because I'm not sure anyone's.
I'm
There was no one
wondering what they're
cheering
gonna
him
do with
before,
it.
but yeah, I've got a lot of time for Melo. I do like Melo, but
Yeah.
he's got time to go. So next up, we had Stephanie Vaquer supposed to come out and do an interview with Jackie, but Nikki Bella and Asif is in the chat, who's the only fan I know of Nikki Bella. So we have to be careful what we say about Nikki Bella. But um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure anyone needs to see this match, but I think it's a filler feud for Stephanie Vaquer
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
until
yeah, 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 yeah.
she'll I assume she'll play Royal Rumble. She'll have a proper match against someone, won't she? Because this
And
Nikki Bella,
remember
yeah,
the booking with Naomi's pregnancy,
mm,
etc. The booking. So
yeah, it wasn't
they're
meant to be,
trying to
was it?
do they're
Yeah,
trying to bring things forward when you know what Stephanie
yeah,
probably wasn't 100% ready, but she's obviously the next target, the next candidate, isn't it? So yes, they're bringing someone with bags of experience for Nikki Bella who's going to help her. Who's going to try and help her
yeah.
at least just to get across in a
And
big
people were
main
booing
eventer.
Nikki Bella anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. so, so so suits it. I
Is the
think
cat not on the right way? What's wrong with
it'll
people?
be it'll be her last. It'll be the match before the main event. I assume. I don't think it'll be a long match.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but I mean, if Stephanie Vaquer can get a good match out of Nikki Bella, then Stephanie Vaquer might be one of the best wrestlers on the planet because
Come on.
she's had a pretty good run. Stephanie Vaquer with her
Oh, she had a
matches
good 12 months. Great
recently,
12
with
months.
EO
Great
Sky.
12
She's
months. Great 12 months.
obviously and everything.
Fan
So that
favorite
was
already
that
as
was
well.
that. Next up was Solo.
Before
Solo
we
said,
get
"I
to
don't care
Solo,
who it
don't
is."
forget about in the back. Don't forget about in the back. We had
Heyman.
Paul Heyman with his little clipboard. and, and for once, normally you see Adam Pearce screaming and
Yeah,
shouting. For once, it's Nick.
Nick Aldis. Anger
It's Nick,
management. He
man.
says he needs anger management. They've got this. They've got the backstage stuff down to a T. Like I
Oh, it's
think they
perfect. It's
give the right amount
perfected
of
in
time
between matches.
leaving
It's perfected.
in between matches. And this is what I say
Perfected.
about the appeal for Raw. Now it's on Netflix. Well, now it's obviously got more popular again in the last couple of years. Then okay, Tali is 10, right, and she watches it, and I think if I have a 10-year-old watching it, especially maybe go. What do they want to see more than a long match? They want to see some gossip, backstage chat. And I think of even when Raw was like Attitude Era, the best part was the chat. Like, obviously, there were some good matches and some good
Yeah,
moments and all that.
yeah.
Austin on the mic, The Rock on the mic, Jericho on the mic. This is what we were watching, weren't we?
You,
People
and you
being beaten up backstage.
and you remember the times it used to be Michael Cole on that mic getting bullied every week by The Rock, getting bullied and battered by The Rock. Yeah, 100%. So that's Paul. What happened to Michael Cole? I think we frozen for a second there. Let's see what's happening here. And then let me see. Back now.
I don't know what happened there. My
Perfect.
phone just
I know. Talks about Michael Cole suddenly, everything. So, but obviously, look, back in the late 90s, early 90s, Michael Cole used to get bullied by The Rock badly,
yeah.
left, right, and center. And it was just some of the best bit, the chats in the background. The promos were really, really good. But now they've got the smoothness of transitioning from match ending, the usual either post match beatdown or post match shenanigans, straight back to the chat, straight back. It's so smooth. But come on, man, they've had years to polish this, man. They've had years to
They have,
polish this.
and whoever they cleared, they said, didn't they? They brought some new people in what, a year and a half ago, whatever, to help with production or something. There was like this.
They got the guy from, is it ESPN?
Yeah,
Not
the lead,
ESPN.
the one who becomes the executive producer at the moment,
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah,
Paul
yeah,
Levesque and Lee Fitting, whoever
yeah.
that is. But
Lee
they
Fitting is one.
clearly, yeah, and
And they
I think
also
they
got
brought
the
some others.
guy who does obviously, again, all the graphics, etc., have massively improved in the last 2 years. You know.
Yeah, so,
But yeah, it's all smooth now. It's all smooth now. So we just take it for granted. That's the problem. But yeah,
uh,
so obviously Heyman comes to the back with his little clipboard, and obviously he's already pissed Nick off by bringing him back. Everyone's favorite, come on, man. Everyone's favorite SmackDown, Drew McIntyre. So what's it called? They obviously Heyman comes in with his master plan Oracle, and he says, "Wait till you see the fifth." And we're wondering who the fifth is.
and they
I really
face
had
it.
no, I really didn't think. I completely forgot about the little engagement these I've been having in the last couple of
Yeah, yeah,
months.
yeah,
So
yeah. WrestlePalooza,
Palooza and
wasn't
other
it? Yeah,
things. So I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
So next,
But yeah, next was Solo. So tournament
oh,
last
my
time
boy
this down
Solo actually
tournament
did some
Solo.
work this week.
Solo got a match, got a very good match as well.
Classic.
And now, Dave, I don't know what your knowledge of Dolph Ziggler is, but I popped massively. Like I love Dolph Ziggler's. I know he was never quite Shawn Michaels because that's what everyone
Yeah,
thought he was going to be. But
yeah.
in ring character, it was he 2-time world champion as well. But
Yes, I found
and
out.
obviously he's been in TNA, been I think on the Independents and out of it. But it was one of Solo's best matches, is what it was.
All I
You know,
knew is about the zigzag. That's it.
yeah,
Literally all I've seen. The finishing
exactly.
moves I've seen. That was it. But the pop was crazy. The fans were very,
Pop
very
was
excited.
crazy. Yeah,
A lot
very
more than
excited.
for Mr. Chelsea Green last week, which didn't
I
get a
know.
bad pop either. Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
but yeah, it was a definitely a better pop for Dolph. It was a great match as well. But the thing about Dolph is he always comes second, always loses. So it would have been weird if Dolph won. Plus, you can't Solo can't be losing, can he? So
Yeah, yeah. Come on,
he
come on,
needs
come on,
to
come on, come on, come on.
because the rest of those
Leader of
MFTs,
MFTs ain't gonna be.
but
Come
the
on, man.
rest of the
This man was
MFTs
fighting
are
Roman
losing.
Reigns.
Yeah,
He's fighting Roman
exactly.
Reigns at the beginning of Netflix. He's not gonna be suddenly.
No, so
Exactly.
it was good. It was a good match. It was a good match. Dolph took the spike. I mean, Dolph's big thing is how well he sells moves. That's his thing.
100%.
He's Shawn Michaels, isn't he? He's not Shawn Michaels, but he is. He's the
Watching
closest
him
to.
perform
Yeah,
for the first
yeah,
time, really properly, solid. Obviously, forgetting on the crowd pop, etc. But he was just solid performer.
yeah,
Sold moves well, and considering
yeah.
he's not young. He's like mid 40s.
No,
Yeah,
no,
this is
no.
not a young man
Yeah,
in wrestling. He's been around for
yeah,
20 plus years. So he's about AJ's
yeah. It
age.
still can go, can't he? Yeah,
Looks
yeah,
great. Performed quite well, honestly.
yeah, yeah. Sold well for the spike, definitely.
Yeah.
And then we had
Follow
the
with his
women's
clean
war
moves.
games. So with the women's war games, it was just chat, wasn't it? Alexa Bliss comes out, starts chatting to the camera. Kabuki Warriors, who are the highlight of most weeks.
I'm
So
loving that music. When that music hits and Asuka comes out
yeah,
dancing, this is
yeah.
honestly, it's just
Where's my fan? Where's my fan?
comes out dancing with a little.
And just even her chat on the mic now. Obviously, they're
She's
letting her
good.
speak now, aren't they? So she's just
She's good.
yeah. The way she just cuts in between Japanese and just talking
Yeah.
trash and
Yeah, yeah,
English,
yeah,
talking trash
yeah,
and
yeah.
Japanese. So obviously they're a unified team of four.
Yep.
They are lacking. Charlotte finally comes up to make the save against Io and help Rhea. So I don't. Are we assuming Charlotte's back on the team? It's not confirmed, but they don't have to confirm. I think they can leave it hanging. There's still a SmackDown.
100%.
There's still a Raw. There's still another SmackDown, isn't
100%.
there?
Still
And
another
there's still
week
a
to go.
space. There's still a space on each team. But
Exactly.
obviously, with AJ Lee getting talked to by Rhea Ripley in the backstage area, we assume AJ Lee. And if
Exactly.
AJ Lee's on one side, perhaps the next person we're going to talk about, the greatest women's wrestler of all time. And it's not just GWE Wrestling Talk saying it.
Croydon Guardian saying it, man.
Gordon Guardian
Everyone's
saying it. Bleacher Report, Sports Illustrated. We need to talk about this match, and then we need to talk about Becky post this match because that's as good as anything. So, Becky versus Maxine, and I have to say credit to Maxine because she was obviously very raw when she came in. I don't, Dave, you've probably not seen this clip. I don't know, it's about a year ago, and she got like booed at a house show, like nastily booed, not like kayfabe
Really?
booed. Like so, she got
Oh wow.
or someone said she can't like
You can't
give
wrestle
it
kind
up
of
or
the
something.
usual
You
kind of
yeah, and you give it
trolling in
up,
it.
and I remember I can't remember it might have been like Bailey or someone was like looking out for her, but where she's come from then. In terms of like she's decent on the mic, obviously she's decent to look at, decent on the mic,
Yeah,
decent,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
obviously in good shape. Had a good gimmick with Chad Gable and Otis, and obviously in the Alpha Academy.
That was a
But
great storyline, by the way.
yeah,
Every
yeah.
week when Chad Gable was actually just
Yeah,
chop blocking her
just
leg and doing that was
oh
a
yeah,
great
yeah,
storyline.
oh, getting Otis, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
reckon, so yeah, you've got So you've got her, but she's obviously improved in the ring. Helps being in with Becky, but she's been in obviously. I think it's the third or fourth match now, isn't it, with Becky? But
Yeah.
it was a good match. It was a good match. It was good. It was good reversals all round. Um,
I've
yeah,
enjoyed her matches with Becky. Generally, I've enjoyed
yeah,
all of them.
yeah,
So all three of them, I've
yeah.
enjoyed them. And you know what? You know, right? I agree with what's it called with Royal Rumble
Origin,
as
yeah,
I just said.
yeah,
Honestly, yeah, Becky has
yeah,
done some work to really, really get
yeah.
Maxine over.
Massively,
Really,
isn't it? That's
really
when
is.
you genuinely know you are the greatest of all time because you can do that. There's only
100%.
like
100%.
on the men's and the women's side, few people who
Yeah.
can do what they've
Yeah.
done, and also selflessly because you're losing the belt, aren't you, to Maxine Dupree and
She went
and all of
down
that
to get
stuff.
that belt.
You,
So she went
yeah,
down
yeah,
to get
she
that
lost.
belt, big it up
Yeah,
for the last few months,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
now
yeah,
she's just got Maxine
yeah,
over with 2 or 3 decent matches. And
yeah,
then, as I
and
said, look, the wrestling was entertaining enough. But
yeah.
at the end, Becky's reactions, honestly, her
It's so good. It's
performances are
yeah,
so,
it's
so
so
good.
good,
When it's on the
so
mic
good.
the other week, talking about the best thing to come out of New Mexico, the best. When you know what, Barrett had to take his mic off because he was laughing so much.
Exactly.
It's so professional. He had to take his mic off. But
She's
it's just because
so
when she's
good at
on
the
the
moment. She's
on fire, she's just on fire.
yeah,
She's just honestly, and obviously the plans have changed with Seth getting injured. But
yeah, yeah,
being the
yeah.
professional she is, she can just
But I
carry on
mean,
the
even
show and do what she
the
needs to do.
promo she did with Heyman, or the shouting match
Us
which
in
she
the
did,
back,
and she called it yeah in the back.
penguin.
Oh, good. That was more serious, Becky, wasn't it? So it was like she can do penguin, penguin.
That was just
Um,
that was scary.
yeah, that was scary, wasn't it? That was thing. So she's but then there's something for that to come back
Exactly,
with the
exactly.
vision when that comes back. But obviously AJ interrupts. I don't know what happened to AJ. I assume I don't know what. Obviously she's just been completely off TV since Wrestle Pulitzer, but Pulitzer, whatever it is.
Again,
I still can't say.
she's
Yeah,
been off for a long time, isn't it? And I think they're just
yeah,
easing her back. I think it's been like a Logan Paul type thing, so she'll just
yeah,
come
yeah,
in
yeah. So
a few
I
weeks
don't think
before the
she'll
main
give it
event.
full time, but I assume. Well, we assume they'll both get added to War Games, which will be
Exactly.
yeah. And then you've still got a individual match for them to have
Oh
probably
man,
Saturday night's main event or Royal Rumble or something,
they'll
haven't you?
build
So
that
you've
up.
still got, yeah, they'll build that
So
up.
you
So you've
can
still got
gently
yeah,
see WrestleMania next year. You can potentially see that.
yeah,
You can potentially
yeah,
see Io, Asuka,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. They've kept them apart. I mean, obviously
Shabby.
but they've not. Yeah, they've. I think they have. I think you look at that. You look at some of the matches that they can build. Obviously, again, Seth going out changes the plans on the men's side,
Yeah.
but there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot. Someone said when the
And it
OTC,
won't be long till
we'll
Bianca
get to the
Belair comes back,
OTC.
so she's gonna have
Yeah,
something to
well,
do. Either now or
I
at Royal Rumble,
assume,
she'll have something to do.
yeah. So did you see? Oh, you didn't see it. I didn't send you the link. She broke her knuckle. She didn't just break her
Yeah,
finger. She
I
broke her
know.
knuckle.
Chester broke the
Yeah,
knuckle, and so
yeah,
when she went to the back, they could see how badly swollen, how bad it was. So this
yeah,
is why I was thinking that. Sorry, guys, by the background, I know a little bit about these things, but essentially, the knuckle itself, man, she's going to be out. I'm not surprised she's been out for 6 months, and I'm not surprised they're
yeah,
taking time
yeah.
because she will be in pain
Because
unless
she
it
has to
feels
use her
right. She'll be
right
in pain.
knuckle as well, isn't it? So she has to use
Yeah,
that in
man.
every single thing that
The,
she does, doesn't
how many
she?
handstands, flips,
Yeah,
punches? Forget the
yeah.
punching kickers. All these things she does. We'll see.
Yeah, so hopefully by Royal Rumble, her Liv potentially. You add that to
Oh my
Becky,
days.
AJ Lee, all of Asuka, EO, obviously Charlotte, Alexa. It's a pretty. They're going to struggle not to give the women enough matches at WrestleMania. I think this year
Exactly.
in terms of because obviously Naomi and Jade built up the and obviously Jade now is like a Goldberg champion, just going to squash people, man. Poor, what's her name? I can't remember. I was going to call her D'Lo
That's
Brown. What's
harsh
her
on
name?
Jade, man. I
D-Fab.
keep anyone.
No. I meant in terms of good to streak. It's just I assume she's just going to beat people
Her
up now.
matches won't be. There
No,
won't be any
no,
Iron Man matches.
no,
Put it that way.
no. But I think you're gonna. I think there is a really that women's division now. I think
Ridiculous.
you've got like I said, they've got more and more matches at WrestleMania each year. The
Yeah.
women, and I think you're gonna they're gonna struggle not to give them a decent amount because obviously we had what a couple of title matches, a tag match, and one grudge match,
Yep.
which was Naomi and thing. I
Yeah.
think last year, so
Exactly.
maybe you got 4 matches. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 5 or 6, close to half, maybe 5 and
And
maybe 7,
obviously,
8 for the
look,
men or
former
something.
champion Tiffy in the last year,
Yeah,
working with Nia mainly, has built her up
yeah,
massively.
yeah,
So she's going to be in the picture. And
yeah. I
if
don't even
Nia's
mention
got
Rhea
six
Ripley,
months,
who's probably the biggest star in the
you see
women's.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And
yeah,
if what's it called? Nia's got 6 months to work with Lash Legend. she's supposed to have
Yeah.
a spot as
I
well.
mean, Lash Legend is just impressive, isn't she? She's just big,
100%.
big.
100%.
And obviously Io sells those
Oh
clotheslines
my
really,
God,
really
do you
well,
know
don't she?
what?
Just like she died.
Honestly,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
someone who doesn't have the best mic skills, she's pretty much
Yeah.
got everything else. And
Yeah.
I've never
Io,
seen a
yeah.
boring. Maybe I haven't seen enough, but I've never seen a really boring Io Sky match. I
No,
just haven't.
no. This is what I
Uh,
mean. I said we said it, didn't we, about a month and a half ago. I hope they can save Io and ask her for,
oh, please,
because it does not need to be
please,
in Riyadh season in Royal Rumble.
please, Kyrie, special guest referee.
And this is the thing, isn't it? Well, Kyrie probably turns face at some point, doesn't she? With all the,
Yeah.
although I don't ever want her to stop saying, because we got a moment, didn't we, where Kyrie was talking to, who was Kyrie talking to?
She's doing
Someone in
this.
the, oh, Bailey. It was Bailey, wasn't it? It was Bailey. She did it to Bailey, didn't she? You get it, Kyrie. It's just Kyrie's reaction. So good.
And I
But
swear, some of them are trying their best not to break character. They're trying their best
yeah.
not to.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But the women, in summary, the women are killing it, aren't they? If you look
yeah,
at Becky, Maxine, and then just before we go into Javon and
yeah.
Gunther, Becky's tirade post that has now she's gone into her Trump era. It's so funny. You just need to look at it. It's just I haven't got Twitter, so you look on Instagram. It is just she's literally posting like Trump, big capitals, small things. All of this is so
I
funny.
got screwed, man.
Um,
Screwed job, Pierce.
but she's Becky's another level now. She's doing so that takes that storyline going forward now against Adam
Easily.
Pearce, against the thing and Raw
And
and
so you see,
the
she's got three streams. Either obviously
yeah
issues with the Vision, issues
yeah
with Maxine, and now
yeah
obviously this War Games. So they got so many options with her, and you know
and
Triple H.
AJ Lee
Exactly,
four
exactly.
yeah.
So Triple
So
H will have his plans. He'll have his plans, man.
yeah, they've
He'll have his
got
plans.
but when you're that good, you want to keep them involved in as many things as possible, don't you? To
I just hope she stays
rub
fit.
off star power rubs off
That's
them,
it.
and them,
You
isn't it?
just hope
Yeah.
they stay fit, isn't
Do
it?
you know what? I don't think again. It's not quite Roman Reigns, but I don't think Becky will retire soon. I think she's Becky's what 40.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think obviously she's got a kid. Um, she's got a stay-at-home daddy at the moment, isn't she, for the kids?
Thankfully,
So
she's got 6
yeah,
months of parental care on
yeah.
dad's side, so
I
she's got
know,
time
I know.
to go to work and
Um,
travel.
so next up was Javon Evans, who I've seen again. I've seen maybe one NXT match. I saw
I've
Sami
seen one
Zayn
NXT match,
an open challenge for against Sami Zayn, which was
which
really
was
really good.
amazing.
Yeah, which was amazing. And is he 21 or 20? He's
Yep,
something. He's
he's 21.
ridiculously young, like ridiculously young. Against the Ring General, who has not been seen since he cut open his face at SummerSlam. Um, and he's been recovering. Apparently, broken nose or something he's had or whatever, hasn't he? He's been
Yeah.
recovering, and it's not bad to keep people off screen when you've got this many stars for
Dude,
a
considering
period of
he's
time.
champion for like a year and a half at least at a time, he needs some time off, isn't it?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Walter. Yeah, so Walter was so that music. Obviously his original
His
NXT
NXT
UK,
Water.
NXT Walter. But I did that silly little TikTok video, honestly, and I probably shouldn't admit this. It took 8 seconds or whatever it took to film. 25,000. I spent all this time making these videos and spent time thinking about the creation. This video took about literally however long the video is. It took 10 seconds to think of it and 10 seconds to do it. 25,000 views. So shout out if you. I'm actually on 399 followers on TikTok. So if
Woohoo.
anyone is on TikTok and is not following GWE Wrestling Talk on TikTok, it can be the 400 follower, and you might win a prize, but you might not. So you know. But that was Gunther. Yeah, I mean, and do you know what? Even with the music, and I thought, oh god, he's going to win in like 5 seconds. Here, he's going to beat him. But
Yeah.
actually, I'm glad it was a brilliant showcase for
It was a
Jordan
good
Evans.
match.
Like,
It's a good match.
it was a great match. It was a great match. Which
If
you
this
expect
was
from
the
both of them.
original idea from Cena and Triple H, if this was the original idea, it's a great idea, honestly, because
Yeah.
you haven't got time to watch this many. I don't know how many people have got time to watch this many shows in a week. So
I agree.
highlighting some of the best is just great.
Yeah.
It's honestly so good. It will actually get some people
Yeah.
watching NXT.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, this is the thing. I was going to watch the. I still have. It's on. There was an event on the smaller theatre at Madison Square Garden the next night. I haven't watched it. It's on Netflix. But again, who has the time to watch multiple wrestling on top of Raw, SmackDown, and the PLEs? But it was like I said, I think it showcased to a new audience, didn't it? And Gunther was always going to win. But Gold Rush, that's it. Gold Rush, NXT Gold Rush. But yeah, Javon. I mean,
good account for himself.
he looked ready. he looked ready. I have to
Yeah,
say. Obviously, he did that little promo bit, didn't they, before when he was saying I'm bouncy, and that. So it was. I don't. I know people are ready at different ages and different times. He
yeah.
doesn't. He wouldn't be out of place on the main roster. It's just obviously they've got to use him and find. It's just space, probably, isn't it? It's just
Always
space.
the way. It's going to be the booking, the
Yeah,
what kind of storyline, and obviously his ability on the mic as well, and other things as well. So
yeah,
we'll have to see what they have in plan for him. But in the ring, thoroughly entertaining. Thoroughly
yeah,
entertaining. He's got all the skills that he needs, And
yeah.
so,
And
but yeah,
I complimented Gunter quite well, doesn't he? Because
exactly
Gunter just beats
compared to
that.
Mr.
Oh,
Technical, non-high flying, complete opposites. But
well,
definitely in the run that Sami Zayn had with the US Open with the US title
open challenge.
championships,
Yeah,
that was my favorite one. Him and
yeah.
your boys Bouncy was my favorite. Honestly, there was some good matches
It
over
was
the five
so
six
good.
weeks,
It was so
but that
good.
was amazing. That was
I
amazing.
reckon so. When there's space, Javon will come up, but I guess they don't have to rush, do they? But sometimes people just have it. It doesn't matter if they're 21, 22, and they
Exactly.
look at
And when there's
Tiffany.
injuries, there'll be
Yeah,
an opportunity in it. There'll be an
yeah,
opportunity to
yeah.
come in.
And it's the
And
thing,
so that
isn't it?
was
And you feel
Gunter
like
done.
that. Yeah, I think so. I think Gunter wins, doesn't he? I look at the 10 people that are in that. Who's going to retire John Cena?
Who's
And I
left?
know he's already. So
There's Gunter Solar. There's quite a few left.
Gunter Solo. Who else is left? The Miz lost, didn't he? Who else? Your boy Finn Balor's against someone I can't remember. Um, now's the
Melo's
time for
against
your
someone this
Wikipedia if
weekend.
you would think. Mello, yeah, Mello. Is it Mello against Finn? Maybe it's Mello. There's two second round matches or first round matches to go, isn't there? And then six have already qualified.
So
Um,
Rusev has gone through.
yeah, Rusev beat
Sheamus has
Sheamus.
gone
You
through.
know, Sheamus has gone through. Rusev, Sheamus. Um,
Jey Uso.
oh,
He beat
Penta
him at
versus
Phoenix.
Finn. Penta versus Finn. That will be good actually on SmackDown. Penta versus Finn should be
Gunter
good.
beat
Yeah,
Javon. Yeah.
yeah.
LA Knight had Zack Ryder last
Oh,
weekend.
Ella Knight. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
First time I've
Oh
seen a
yeah,
Rough
Hayes.
Rider.
Oh God, Carmelo Hayes versus Bronson Reed.
So
Rest
look,
in
look,
peace.
look. As I said, look, if and look, Reed, they're building him up, so he's not going to lose. But if Melo beats Reed, then that'll be my slight thinking that Melo might actually be getting close to it. If Melo beats
Yeah,
Reed, but yeah, look, if I was betting the mortgage, it'll be Gunter. But we'll
yeah.
see. We'll
I
see. We'll
think
see.
also for me, Gunter's got his theme tune back. He's obviously had the break. He's retired. I mean, and not that it means much. He's retired Goldberg this year. He's going to say I can retired Goldberg and John Cena
Not if
in
you
the
ask
same year.
Goldberg.
Yeah,
Not if you ask
Goldberg, man.
He's still whinging
Um,
now. He's still
I
whinging.
know. I know he's still
Man nearly killed
whinging.
the
My God.
Undertaker.
I
He's
know.
dying, man. He's still
He
whinging.
nearly killed so many people. He literally ended Bret Hart's career.
Oh, Brett
He
Jones.
ended Bret Hart. He had one of the best technical records against all time against that bum, and he ended his career. And he's complaining. But I think there's I think good because for me then 2026 Gunter just beats everyone. Gunter just beats. Like, I know
Back
he's
to
done that
business.
already, but I
Back to
think it
business.
is just then the music's back. He's there. He's retired John Cena Goldberg in the same year. He
And he'll
goes for
be keep
Cody.
talking. You know how he does.
Yeah,
They've made him so comical this year. He's been really funny. His
yeah,
his delivery and his promos have been really good this year.
yeah.
And I think this will just be something that he just age old comes back to.
I think he doesn't lose for ages now because I
Yeah.
don't. Do you know what I was thinking the other day? I'm a bad omen for Gunter. So Gunter obviously has barely lost in the last 4 years, whatever. But I was
Jey
at
Uso,
WrestleMania
Sami
40. He
Zayn are the
lost to
only two that
Sammy.
I
I was
remember.
at WrestleMania in Vegas. He lost to Jey Uso, and I was at SummerSlam. He lost to Punk. So I've lost.
That's it.
If I'm there, Gunter, you're in trouble, isn't it? But I've been to I've been to three of his losses. But he was I reckon Gunter huge. Not that he needs a push, but he'll get one of the belts at some point
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to lose that belt for a long, long time. So, so it's a final part of Raw was the face off. And I thought we were going to get some verbal face off, but we got no chat. So we have the heel team of the
Surprising
Bronze.
with Cody and CM Punk.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
chat.
Well, and Heyman as well. As you
Exactly.
think that there'll be some chat, and obviously they've still got three shows left to go, isn't it? So, and they'll all be there definitely the Friday before because there's Friday and SmackDown before they'll have it. So,
standard.
but yeah, so you got the heel team, or four of the heel team as it was. Drew, who makes a great addition to it. And plus,
100%.
Drew was teaming with Logan Paul anyway, so there's a logical part of
100%.
of it.
You know they've been building it up
Logan
since
Paul
summertime.
started dressing like the Shield now. With his thing. I don't know if he's
Come where
trolling on
Flashy Kid.
purpose
He's
or
humbled now. Come on now.
yeah, he's humble. Of course, he's humble. And the Bron. So you've got that team, and then you get CM Punk comes out. The Usos come out. I don't know why Jimmy and Jay can't get the Usos music. Why did they have to get Jay's music? Poor
More
Jimmy, man.
importantly, when
It's the
CM
same
Punk's in
music.
trouble, why are they taking 10 minutes to come down to the You might as well
nothing
have
will
flipping,
nothing will
what's
be
it called?
Penta.
Ray Phoenix coming round, running left and right, running zigzags.
Nothing will be Penta at Crown Jewel from whatever it
Oh,
was,
that's
not
not
Crown Jewel,
Penta.
the
Penta will take 20
Night of
minutes to come down.
Champions.
After creeping in the shadows, it takes 20 minutes to get to the ring.
I reckon there was yeah. So there's a yeah. So then and then obviously Cody comes. The crowd are also. But this is what I mean about Cody's. Given the star power that was in that ring and thing, people are singing
Ridiculous.
Cody. So people love like Cody is numero uno, typical babyface number one, isn't he? He's like
Done.
white collar babyface
There's not
number
even
one.
a doubt about it.
Kids love him. Everyone loves his song. He's there, and people are talking like, "Oh no, we should turn Cody heel." No one needs to turn. No, Cody ain't turning
For
heel
what?
anytime soon. Exactly. He will. I'm sure there will be a point, but there was no need for it.
Probably that
So
when
he comes
Austin turned
out.
heel.
We get a brawl. CM Punk's left in the ring. And do you know what? I thought about Brock Lesnar a couple of weeks ago. And thankfully, I hadn't seen any spoilers. So I'm sure somewhere on the
Good.
internet it would have seen. Was watching the second time with Talia. Talia had no clue. I was like, obviously, I knew at this point who it was once I'd seen it, but she was like, no problem. It obviously logically makes sense with Heyman, doesn't it? In terms of
100%.
Brock being the fifth man. Huge pop. CM Punk's reactions are brilliant in terms of his face, and obviously they've got it so well with the camera and the
Cameras.
direction. Yeah, cameras.
And the
They've got
grip
it perfect.
position.
Haven't
They're on it.
Yeah,
They're on it
they're on it.
completely.
They know
Yeah.
when to keep it on Punk, when to show Brock.
Yeah.
Comes in. Do you know the funny part of Brock Lesnar's entrance was they places his cowboy hat down
Puts his
slowly.
hat down gently. Like, dude, Triple H will buy you 10, man. The Randownies will buy you 100. Don't worry about it. It's just a hat, man. Don't worry.
So he comes in, and this is my point about what I said at the beginning of the show
About how he just battered Cena.
John Cena, and I don't think. I mean, he would obviously Brock Lesnar will get a pop and whatever, but if he lost to Cena or it was a close match or whatever, and I think with the Cena thing, it's logical. Cena's on the way out; he's retiring. Brock Lesnar's not retiring anytime soon. He's going to be into next year. He's obviously in the WrestleMania in the advert.
Yeah.
And he's Brock Lesnar. He's monster heel Brock Lesnar. He is there to beat people up instantly.
Genetic
he's not
freak.
there for the thing. Yeah, genetic freak. And I'll be honest, like I know there's the reasons why you shouldn't like Brock Lesnar.
Off camera.
But he is a freak. He is ridiculous. He's still fast. He's ridiculous in the ring.
Got into great shape for his last match.
Yeah, ridiculous shape. For what is he? 50? He must be close to 50. Isn't
late 40s. Must be like mid to
late 40s. Yeah, they're all that thing. So Punk tries it on with him. Couple of suplexes, done, isn't it? Done. Cody comes up, and obviously Cody beat him in the best out of three when that was the last time we saw Brock before his return. Done. Cody does. So the two champions done.
Great.
Brock's in the ring. Credits come up. Marvel.
This is what I mean about how Triple H gone all Kevin Feige now. He's making us sit and wait patiently until that screen turns black.
Yeah, it is. You just don't want to put it off now.
After Seth did it a few weeks ago, so you have to wait.
And obviously, it's the numero uno of the company comes out.
Yeah.
Roman comes out.
Never in a rush.
Never in a rush.
He could be bleeding in the ring.
Honestly, dude, there was one clip in SmackDown when SmackDown was really good, when it was Bloodline, peak Bloodline, where the Usos are getting beaten up. I think it might have been by maybe when Drew McIntyre was babyface and Sheamus or something or whatever, and he literally just walks at Roman's pace. They're literally getting beaten up, hit with chairs, and he just walks.
Ironically, he wears like the best trainers.
I know. He does not use them for running, but he comes in. Obviously, have a face-off. Obviously, huge history between Brock and Roman.
WrestleMania
and
matches,
what I will say,
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam matches. They've the thing, and I'd say I don't think anyone sells the Superman punch as well as Brock Lesnar sells.
You know
the
what?
Superman punch.
I was thinking about that. How he rolled back, flipped up onto the ropes, and then rolled.
Brock Lesnar is a big man. This is what I'm saying.
He's bigger than anyone. Sold.
And as they always say, when Brock Lesnar wants to sell for you, Brock Lesnar will sell for you, but you have to earn that respect. I remember Seth saying it, and in like the first couple of matches they had, he was like, no, you're losing and you're losing, and that. But when he when you gets the respect, and obviously it makes Roman look amazing, doesn't it? It's like he's dealt with Punk, he's dealt with Cody,
100%,
Roman's on another level.
100%.
Um, and you've got your War Games 5v5, and you've got but let's not forget the NYPD Dunkin' Donut cops.
I was gonna say it when you weren't gonna say it. I'll say first of all, where did they come from? And then just selling them like cannon fodder around the outside, just cannon fodder. What happened to your normal security, your normal indies, your normal independent wrestlers that come down? NYPD.
That was
Full on show.
quality.
Full on dress up
That
show,
was
man. Full on show.
and one
Full
of them
on.
got speared to hell, man, through the thing and just was dead.
The insurance that they have, a TKO insurance, man. I'm telling you, the package is
I know
ridiculous.
their thing, but they've
Man,
and it was set up. But now I mean, posted on Twitter. If you're not hyped for this War Games, I don't think wrestling's for
it's
you.
a
If
nice
you're not
hype,
hyped for
Phil.
this main event,
It's a nice
yeah,
hype for the War Games. And the best thing is there's still some good chat to come. Because look at the
yeah,
people in the ring. There's going to be some good chat from Heyman, Punk, Cody.
yeah. Oh
There's
yeah,
going to be
Henry
some
did do it, Jack, because he
true.
kept calling it the War Games, didn't he? The War
Exactly.
Games. It's the best team
Exactly.
I've had in the war. And the man does have when the teams he was reeling off in WCW, and then obviously the original Bloodline as well. The man has
Exactly.
led some teams into War Games, but
Exactly.
it's I don't know, if it was
So we'll
good
have
with
to wait
hey
and see.
Logan
But
Paul, man, another main event. Yeah.
you just look
Yeah.
at this, and this is what I'm saying is that these are like the cream of the crop right now. Yeah, all of these guys are just getting crowd reactions, crowd control, etc. Some can chat better than others, obviously, but when you've got that and they're fitting those 10 wrestlers into one match,
I
when it
know.
comes to like either singles or tags, how many spots are available? Which is why
Yeah,
you can see why NXT are just going sideways into AAA, into TNA. Trick
yeah,
Williams is in TNA. You've got what's
yeah,
his name? All Ego in AAA
yeah,
because they
yeah.
just haven't got space to move everyone. They have to do something
There
while they
isn't
build their
space, is
world
there?
domination, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. This is it, and I think you've got a build now. Obviously, Brock Lesnar's just come back. No one knew he was coming back at SummerSlam, but he's
Mm,
obviously going to have a big match, maybe against Gunter at WrestleMania, because that feels like Gunter said his dream match is Brock, and Brock
wow,
obviously was out of the picture at the time.
wow,
I mean, that feels like a massive match in Vegas, doesn't
wow.
it? Brock versus Gunter.
That'd be a massive
Um,
match.
I'll say I'll pay for that, but we already have paid for
Triple
it.
versus
So,
Chops, man. So
but
that's one. That'd be a massive match for him. You just look at it. Is CM Punk got anyone that he really wants to wrestle? Because he's wrestled pretty much most people he wants to wrestle, I imagine.
we haven't had a one-on-one ever with Punk and Roman.
Yeah,
We've had the triple threat, so I
yeah.
assume that will happen at some point. Um, clearly, Punk wants to wrestle JD McDonough, but I don't know if that's
Clearly, yes, clearly. But no, but
yeah,
I think that again, he's a good wrestler. He really is a good wrestler, and not just wrestler, man has stones. After he smashed his ribs, he goes back to the same moonsault, goes back to business, same thing. No fear.
yeah,
The real Zero Miedo. None of this creeping around.
yeah.
Real no fear. This
I
guy
know that was
straight back to
ridiculous.
business, man.
There was the way he banged his head on that thing as
Oh
well.
my
That's like
god.
because then to do the move again, isn't it? To keep it into your
So
arsenal of moves. I think.
this is why this is just one of those clear reasons why I wish anyone who comes to disrespect the performers,
Yeah,
saying, "Oh, is it?" It's not about whether it's real or fake. It's just that the hits they take. I dare anyone who comes out with the rubbish chat, just come, just take one of these hits. Don't do like a Hogan and choke someone out till they smash their head on the floor. But I'm not saying, but you need to play some of these videos or just get them in some kind of scenario where they can experience some of this. Then this nonsense chat will go. But yeah, no, listen, respect to JD McDonough, respect to others who take some of the dirtiest hits. Io Sky took an Alabama slam and her head hit the side of the ring just
it's
about a month ago.
ridiculous, wasn't it? I
Kyrie,
know.
man, your girl.
I know,
But
I know. But this is it, isn't it? I think and you add all of that, the fact that they're doing it in front of a live audience every
and the show
week,
must go
like
on.
the
Show
show
must go
must
on.
go on. So people will watch, people will have things will happen, and things won't hit perfectly. They've got to adapt to that and do that. And and this is, and again, I don't want to throw shade at other wrestling organizations, but when you're on Netflix and when you're on the biggest audience, when you've got 10,000 people in the crowd,
Yeah.
um, he was driving with a trash bag. No, man, she did that trash thing again, didn't she? She did that last year already, saying
No,
stuff.
I'm not joking. She's the
That was
most Io
ridiculous, wasn't
Sky.
it?
I've said it to Raj so many times. The most reckless wrestler I've ever seen. Even the simple things like her suicide dives, she goes out at such pace, and she
I
goes
know.
out so recklessly. I'm surprised she's not on the injured list. I really am, honestly.
Do you know what? Let's touch wood because I can't remember Io being since she came back with Bailey and Dakota Kai at
Yep.
SummerSlam 22, was it? 21, 22. And I actually can't remember Io
Can't
Sky
remember
being
VR.
injured
It's like Salah, innit?
for
Every
very long.
week.
She's going to do it again. She probably is going
100%.
to do it again because,
100%
yeah.
should do something on the, yeah.
Speaking of that, though, I think he broke his leg, didn't he? Bronson Reed broke his leg last year at War Games.
Tongaloa
Um,
tore his muscle.
Tongala, yeah,
Bronson Reed broke his ankle. And this one,
yeah,
blind in a trash bin.
yeah.
But
It's
nah,
going to be a thing. I
yeah.
assume Brock will be the fifth person coming out because Brock ain't going to wrestle for because the War Games goes on for it's like an hour, isn't it? So,
Hour.
bro, yeah, Brock
No,
will be the fifth
Brock
member
will
out.
chill. He'll chill. Come
Um,
out. Brock and Roman ain't gonna come out for it. They're not coming out for no Iron Man.
yeah,
They're coming out for
they're,
just
they're coming up
pop
for
and the
yeah,
business end of things, man. That hot
yeah.
tag. That's what
No,
they're coming
yeah,
out for.
it pretty much is, isn't it? But I think there's yeah, no, I think War Games is looking good. Especially if you add Becky
Let's
and
see what's
AJ
happening with
to
the women's because I'm really
so,
interested to see what
yeah.
they're gonna do. Obviously, Bailey and Lyra are free, but I don't think they'll get involved.
Yeah,
So
but they might do, and there might be a surprise Bianca. We don't know if she's better, do they?
exactly,
They could
exactly.
call on Bianca. They're setting up for AJ, aren't they? But if Charlotte doesn't then go into it, there's another
Mm-mm.
spot still, isn't there? So,
And Jade
um,
doesn't seem to have time for anyone these days, so she's just gonna.
no, Jade can wrestle BFAB in 2 seconds, and poor BFAB man.
He'll be Mitchin.
Yeah, it's gonna be her, isn't it?
Bloody hell,
Um,
man.
good.
And that's
But I
another
assume she's
example
just
about the
gonna
show must go on. Even though she got that gash in the front of her face, still carried on wrestling for
carry
another few
on, didn't
minutes.
it?
Just 2
Yeah,
minutes, 2, 3 minutes,
yeah.
still carried on.
And it was bad, wasn't it? So yeah.
Very bad.
Uh,
Anyway,
no,
that's an
I
episode
reckon
of
we
Raw. A great
built up
episode.
to War Games well. Built up to War Games well now. I think if you weren't excited about War Games before, you should be
Yeah,
excited about War Games, and you should be. It's one of the big four, isn't it? Traditionally,
it is.
and I got
It
to say,
is.
I think not.
It's a different
Obviously, I
format, though,
don't.
isn't it? Remember the
Yeah,
days where you used to have your men, once you're pinned, you're out, and it'd be like 3-on-1,
yeah,
4-on-1 back in the
yeah,
day.
yeah. No, I
So
wouldn't.
it's
Do you know what
different.
I said? I said a few months ago I wouldn't mind them bringing that back just to give War Games a break
Exactly.
for 1 year.
Exactly.
But now you've got Roman on one team and Brock on the other team, and you've got Roman and CM Punk and Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes and
Yeah.
Jimmy. Poor Jimmy, man. At least Jimmy gets a spot because you know I am a massive fan of Jimmy Uso. So at least Jimmy gets a main event spot. Unless they're good, some shenanigans happens and he gets injured before, because then I don't know who they'll even replace him with. So
Still, we've got what, 5 weeks left of the year? 6 weeks?
yeah,
Big Jim came out the first week of January, first week of January, and said this is the year of Big Jim. Okay, unless he meant Daddy Jim, I need to see what this Big Jim actually. Come on, man, you know they like those
no,
fake
he's
stories.
in the main event. He's in the main event. He's in the main event in a week and a half. Come on, he's in the main event. He's probably taking the pin, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's probably taking the pin.
They gave him prime air time for 10 minutes.
I honestly like with the I don't know who wins either the men's war games.
I
I
don't know.
don't think there's an obvious like they have to win or they have to win.
No, there's no obvious because there'll be whatever it is. You know, there's going to be some subplot in a build up to Royal Rumble, build up to WrestleMania. So obviously
Yeah,
standard.
and
So
also let's not forget Jey Uso and hasn't been saying Logan taking the pin.
Logan
Logan
taking the
ain't
pin.
taking no pin. He's still humble though.
Focus on
um,
my boy. Why can't he knock them
um,
all out with his fist? Why can't he be doing that? Front splash
exactly.
off the top of the cage. No, man can't risk. Prime can't risk that, man. Come on, come on now. So we'll have to see who's going to win, how they're going to win. We don't know. I think Rod's gone now. Better come back. There he is, back again.
It's me. I think it's my phone saying it's time to stop. But I don't know why it's 27% battery, but it's twice. It's just completely. Maybe I need a new iPhone.
No, but it's hard to know who's going to win that. With the women's, again, I don't know how long they're going to carry on. It works well, obviously, having Charlotte Flair in a tag team because she was getting booed the hell out of the place for the first half of the year. So they've done well to protect her and look after her with Bliss. So we'll see if there's any fallout there. I wonder what they're going to do with the women's. I really am wondering what they're going to do because I don't think they're going to push them back to the title. So I'm wondering where Bliss and Flair are going to go.
Yeah,
Asuka can keep the belts for as long as possible. As long as she's on every week, I'm happy. Yeah, Asuka and
yeah,
Kyrie every week. Um, and now that Lash Legend has joined, they're not gonna not have her involved. So
yeah.
it's hard to see. Yeah, I'm wondering where they're gonna go with this. I'm wondering where they're gonna go.
Lash Legend
Um,
is decent on the mic as well.
oh yeah, 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 dude,
She's gonna be
she's ready.
I mean she's got the look, hasn't she? She's there. She's massive, isn't she?
Was
She's taller than all of them, isn't she?
was Jakara Jackson that bad? Obviously, they let her go. I'm just wondering, was she that bad? Because as a tag team, they seemed
I
all
don't
right. I saw
know,
them
you know.
twice in
They seem
NXT. I
to,
saw them once
yeah, I was gonna
in the
say
main
it.
roster.
Yeah, same. Same. I saw them a couple. Yeah, because they were in the tournament or whatever, were they, or
Yeah,
something. They were in
yeah, yeah.
something,
They
weren't
came
they?
in.
I don't think she was that bad, but
Yeah,
clearly they. But this is again when they've got so many. I
too much
guess
in it.
yeah, yeah. You don't know attitude, or you don't know whatever it might be, or whatever it might be. But also as we said, there's no space, isn't it? Lash Legend, the Devon, she was meh.
She
Okay,
was meh.
or didn't watch his
Yeah,
NXT.
no, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
see her much. Didn't see her much.
yeah, and I don't think Lash is missing her, is she? She doesn't look like she's missing her. So you know, she's
Man, ain't no
she's
friendly
there.
business, man. This ain't no friendly
Yeah,
business.
exactly. They're and like I said, limited spots. Lash has done well to get the call up. I think,
Hell yeah,
you know,
hell yeah.
in terms of spaces and whatever. And she's straight into a War Games match. So it'll be a good showcase for her. To be fair.
No stage
Um,
fright. I mean, look, she can power. She's powerful the rest, but no, the chat's been good. What's it? Jakara's in TNA now. Ah, that's where she is.
yeah,
I see, I see, I
but
see. So that's where they moved her to. Good lord,
okay,
man, they
I
got too
didn't
many
know that.
superstars,
Yeah,
man. They got too
I
many.
know. I know.
My question again is, what are they going to do with LA Knight? Because he's had his push. He's had his push, and we've said this before. I think he's more the kind of guy who is good at chasing the title than actually being a champion. So they've had a push. He's not going to be world champion. I'm wondering what they're going to do with him. Yeah, he ain't going to win this tournament.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe he gets to the final and loses to Gunter in the tournament. At least then
yeah,
he comes close. Maybe I
yeah.
don't know.
Crowd out
Maybe,
happy as
maybe he
well.
wins the tournament, but I can't see. It's not
No,
going to be
no,
LA Knight now.
that's no
Oh,
longevity
oh,
in it. He's not going to be around for
well,
more than a few years, isn't it?
no, no. I don't know. It's hard with LA Knight, isn't he? He's still
Yeah,
over, isn't he? But
yeah.
there's people that are more over. So you know,
There are people that
there's
more. There are people that are younger who are going to be there for a long time. You know.
mm. And he's obviously really good on the mic. But when he went up on the mic against CM Punk, it was over, wasn't it? So um, it was
never
over. It
ever,
was
never ever lost a
never. Still have he's
He
going to stay
shouted
up.
that
Unfortunately, he
so
won't be
quickly.
champion.
It's ridiculous. It's just
Yeah,
unnecessary.
yeah.
Unnecessary, man.
I think he's
But
still
yeah,
over. Yeah, he's going to stay over. I don't think he's going to be champion. I can't. I don't. I don't.
yeah, can't
If
see
you
him.
think about who who's in there now and who could be challenging for the title, Gunter obviously coming back now. There's two. It's too crowded, isn't it? I can't see. I don't.
Exactly.
I'm not particularly excited to see LA Knight against any of these people for the title.
See what I
Um,
mean?
I don't think he's going to win. And I can't imagine that when you've got the two champions of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes right now. Roman Reigns has not had a title shot since he lost at WrestleMania 40. And you're telling me
18
you
months.
cannot be
Where's my rematch?
you ain't telling it'll be 2 years, won't it, at WrestleMania
Yeah,
this WrestleMania if he doesn't have a title shot. Well,
yeah, yeah.
people get title shots for no reason all the time. So surely
We'll see.
um the tribal chief. I don't know. They were talking about it would have been Seth versus Roman. I could see that, but obviously Seth is touch and go, isn't he, for
So that's what I'm going
WrestleMania?
to think about to build up
Um,
for
so is
April.
it Cody? Do you get the final match between Cody and Roman? Um, Talia
I
will
think
be
they'll probably
mad
come up
because
with
she's been to
something
the
else.
last two. Yeah,
Yeah, they'll come up with
maybe. Yeah,
that, dude. I think that's done. They'll come up with something else. But how many more big matches does Roman have left? I mean, once we get Street Fighter 2 and 3 sequels, so he's going to be busy in Hollywood. He ain't going to be.
I
He ain't going
know.
to
Akuma has a bigger role, isn't he? Kind of much of a big role in the first one, but
be.
Akuma gets the thing. Akuma becomes the final boss.
Did you see that
Is
Boron
it
was doing his homework on the weekend?
no?
So
50 Cent was
what's
he?
it
Oh
called?
yeah, yeah,
Jesse
yeah. I did.
Jr.
He was. Oh yeah.
Boron. I said, what's Boron doing? Boron was doing his homework.
Didn't help Chris Eubank Jr. though, did it?
As long as he didn't
Um,
care that, no one cares about that. Just care about getting the film right, man.
I
As
know,
I
I
said, it's
know.
a side note. I know it's wrestling, but side note, the fact that Capcom have put money into this, yeah. And
Yeah, but I mean,
after,
this, yeah, for me, it's the cast has sold it to me.
oh, dude, it's
I
so good.
know it might be terrible, but the cast
No,
is
no, no,
just
no,
going to
no, no,
be
no, dude.
surely, yeah,
They made the Legend of Chun Li That
Yeah.
film lost so much money that Capcom said we're not going to put any more, no more Street Fighter movies. Period. But the fact they've done a
Wow.
U-turn and put money into this, yeah, they believed in
I think
obviously
they must
the
have been, if they said they can attract this many stars to come to Jason Momoa's in it as well, isn't it? He said there's like the
I know
Jason Momoa and the other Jason Momoa, Roman Reigns are both in it. So
exactly.
there's so
Dude, they're
you've
all
got
there.
Samoans.
Cody doesn't even need to do any makeup. He's already
All
there.
this while
Red
The
cut
Rock's
hair.
making
Cody doesn't even
Jumanji
need any
8.
makeup.
I know, I know.
He's done. No, but no, it's just a case of the director. The director is used to gaming. He's done some gaming stuff in the background. And anyway, we can talk about that on another video. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
But yeah. No, I'm
That's why
looking for
Roman
Street
Reigns
Fighter.
ain't even been
I
announced.
said,
You said it.
yeah, yeah. And Roman Reigns will be in Hollywood. He'll do the stuff, and he's obviously he's still obviously got leukemia, hasn't he? And he's in remission and stuff. But it will take a toll out of you. You're not going to be. I don't. He's not going to 50, is he? So there's not.
Exactly.
You know, it's not.
He's not
He
broke
will stop.
as much as he loves
Yeah,
the business, and he's brought in
yeah,
enough family members now.
yeah. I mean,
You know,
he's done his bit for the
come on,
Anoa'i
man.
family and the
Come on, man.
yeah. No, he's done his bit for the Fatu family, the Anoa'i family, every bit of the family, man. I mean, the fact that he got Tangaloa a job
He's done
is.
too much.
He has done too much of that. The fact that we got Talatonga and Tangaloa, yeah, maybe
My
it's
boy
time to
Ethan
stop
Page
bringing.
can't get a slot because Tongalo is taking.
They're yeah, no, I don't see yeah, no, yeah, again, I said we got Roman in Vegas. It'll be in Saudi the year after, I think.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah,
I don't think we're gonna get. And again, obviously he's wrestling. What? How many times did he wrestle? He wrestled at SummerSlam.
yeah.
He wrestled at WrestleMania. He was in the Royal Rumble. That's
Yeah. It's
wrestled
only
on
gonna be like
Netflix.
6, 7 appearances a year, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
max,
yeah,
max, man.
yeah,
And they got Peely every
yeah.
3, 4 weeks in it, so he's only gonna be like max half of them, max.
Yeah, so he's going to be and he'll be at Rumble because I'm sure Saudi have paid the amount of money to get Roman Reigns at Rumble. So he'll be in the Rumble or have a match at Rumble, and then he'll be at, I assume, one of the main events of WrestleMania. But I don't think it's set in stone.
Yeah.
It's good that it's not set in stone.
So Cena this year,
Yeah,
AJ next year, AJ Styles
yeah,
next year,
yeah,
Randy Orton at some point,
yeah. Rey Mysterio at some point, or the
Rey
Rey just
Mysterio.
keeps going, doesn't he?
Rey Mysterio, man, he's running. He
Yeah.
looked uncomfortable running to the ring, you know. Running to
Yeah,
the ring
yeah, yeah. I
this
know, I
week, he looked
know.
uncomfortable, man.
He looked uncomfortable
Probably because
the
we've
night
seen
before
what he does when
WrestleMania.
he's not. He's not wrestling, guys. When this guy's not wrestling, this
He's,
guy is wild, man. This guy is
his little thing. But anyway, should we
But no, he
let's
didn't
call it
look.
a
He
day?
didn't look. He's had surgery on his leg, isn't it? Again,
Yeah, he's finally caught up with him because a year ago he didn't. He was fine, wasn't he? But you can tell
yeah.
he's
Yeah,
had surgery now. He's caught up with it. Plus, he needs to be a proper father rather than
Keep my
like
father's name out.
the best line, man. Dominic saying that. It was the best line. It was the
It
best
was
line.
too good, man.
Keep my
Dom, the
father's.
last 3
That's
weeks
what I'm
have been
saying.
involved in some of the best
The
spots, man.
3 weeks row in
3
a
weeks
row,
in a row,
Dominic.
some of the
That's what
best
I'm saying.
spots.
Raw is just really. This is why when I think people say SmackDown's not been great, and there was there was a few weeks where it wasn't great, but it's good. It's good as well. I would say Raw is great, and I think there's a differentiator between SmackDown being terrible
Well, that's
versus,
always the
like I
case. It's
said,
peaks and
yeah.
troughs with the stories and the characters and who they
Yeah.
are. It's always going to be
It's just like the
consistent.
star power, isn't it? They do
Yeah.
struggle a bit, especially now Cena's not been on SmackDown for a while, not obviously going to be again. I always say this, like you've got everyone pretty much on Raw. Obviously they're
Even
helping with the
Cody's on Raw most
crossover a
of the
bit.
time now.
Yeah, Cody's on. I was going to say Cody's on
Yeah.
Raw. It's a thing. It's a conversation. Right. That's an hour. We're into an hour. I probably need to go to bed.
Any
I
other
need to
questions
pack
you
some.
got? You're the one with the question.
Yeah. No, any questions? No, I was going to say, what are we? I don't even know. We got two qualified matches on SmackDown this week. So before War Games, they had the Advantage match. So
That. Oh, it's your phone again. There you go. Cut out when you said the advantage match before.
yeah, it's the Advantage match. I can't remember if it's on. I think they said on Raw next week. The Advantage match is one. You know what it is, like one member of each team, and then
the
winner gets the first person in to War Games. So
exactly.
so there'll be an Advantage match for the men's and the women's. And I assume some more shenanigans with the women's teams. on
Exactly. And then we'll
Friday on
find out who
SmackDown.
the fifth members are,
Yeah, we'll
etc.
find out what the fifth members are and whatever. And then, but I mean, the Raw's got a lot to live up to then on Monday, isn't it? The last 3 weeks, so we'll see
Exactly.
Raw, and then they'll obviously have the SmackDown the night before, which I assume will be in California somewhere close to. It's in
Yeah.
a stadium though. Survivor Series. It's in a stadium. But it's a baseball stadium. So it's a
But
small
is it like a 30,000 stadium? Because it's
30,000,
quite big.
maybe,
It's quite a big one, yeah.
maybe a bit more. But I mean, maybe you can get more, but they'll have a big stage. Obviously, they've got it's two rings as well, so
Exactly.
you've got a
Exactly.
different setup, and then they have to have the two cages at the
Oh
on the
yeah, I
stage, so
forgot.
they have to get a
Forgot the
thing. So
cages, isn't it?
yeah, they've got the little cages, haven't they? Because remember last year was Punk and Roman again, but
Stopped him going out, innit?
yeah. Yeah, it
Stopped
stopped him
Punk
going
getting in the
out.
ring.
So, and now you add Cody into the mix. I think it's really interesting. It's really interesting in terms of
Mm.
the dynamic, and obviously Jay, doing it for himself now. While Jimmy's sacrificing himself every 5 minutes. So
Brother
something's
love,
going to
man.
happen, isn't it?
Brother
I
love.
don't
In
think it's
that
probably
battle
what we
royal,
think is going to
proper
happen.
brother love, man.
I know. I reckon something's going to happen, and I don't think it's what we think is going to. I don't think Jay's just going to suddenly turn on Jimmy. Like that's not going to happen. I think
I
something's
think
going to
the other way
happen there.
around.
Yeah, something's going to happen.
The other
Something's
way
going to
around.
happen that we
The other way
don't
around.
expect or is going to happen in that. But you've got too many elements, and just forget the heel team. Cody and Roman have had two of the most epic WrestleMania main events together.
Exactly.
Punk
They
and
ain't best
Roman hate
friends.
each other.
Roman and
Punk and
Punk
Roman
ain't
hate
best
each
friends.
other. Roman and Punk, and then you've got Jimmy and Jay with their stuff, and obviously the history of the bloodline in terms of all of that. Something's going to happen, isn't it? But
Wait,
as long
wait,
as it's
wait.
not
I
Tonga
thought Roman
Tonga.
didn't want to see them until Christmas. What's Roman even doing on
Yeah,
Raw?
exactly. I know, I know. He wanted to show off his Travis Scott trainers that he's got, isn't he? Like one of the few people that got a pair. Um, but
All right. Bronson really love
yeah,
us next week.
yeah, exactly. The trifle, please. We'll see.
But
Right.
no, a good episode of Raw. We enjoyed, entertained, and yeah, just keep it going. So just keep going,
Yeah,
man. As I said, um, it's been for me getting back into it since the beginning of last year. I said it before, I'll say it again. Attitude Era was wild, and it was just ridiculous. At the time, I said where we had Jerry Springer, where TV was just crazy.
yeah, yeah,
Watching it now, I was watching for about 6 months. I said, look, this is probably the best product I've ever seen.
yeah,
Definitely last year, watching it, some of the best products I've ever seen.
yeah,
And for multiple reasons, watching it, I said, from watching it memories from 20 years ago to watching it now, just the things we talked about from production to just they just trimmed all the fat and they've
yeah,
just got a show that entertains you as best as possible. Now,
yeah,
considering these guys are slapping each other every week, they have to come up with stories
yeah,
to entertain us, to grip us, to make
yeah,
us watch. And I just think that they've learned a lot from so many different aspects. As Paul Heyman rightly says, this is why the credits thing and
yeah,
the Seth getting speared was again shocking. Yeah,
yeah.
it's just little things that they've added in from every aspect of entertainment they've
I
put in here
agree.
now, and
This
they've
is what I
made
mean.
it.
That's why it appeals to a broader audience, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's got it.
yeah,
There are people, and even me at times. Sometimes I don't want to just watch wrestling matches.
yeah,
Like I don't,
yeah.
it's not you just pure wrestling matches. Like you thinking, don't they can be good. Technical matches can be great, but with a storyline, with the, and I think what they do now, Dave. Sorry to interrupt you, but just to
Go
say
on.
they interweave a lot more. So
Have to. You have to.
it was really linear before, wasn't it? Even in the Attitude Era, it was a
Yep,
storyline was a storyline, and that was it, and that was the
that's
thing.
it.
Whereas now you've got the women mixing with the men, and you look at what like Becky you said is in four
Yeah,
different strands
yeah,
of storyline. You've got all of that. Like I said, even just what I said about the men's war game, you've got so many different history storylines in those five people that anyone could turn on anyone
that's the beauty of it.
in that in the men's on the babyface team. So you've got the whole thing. I think and we said it already, didn't we, about the backstage stuff, production stuff,
Yeah.
and people just can't get like the New Day haven't been on TV for the last couple of weeks, have they? Like and New Day, you know,
After
oh
12 months
did you
ago,
see
giving us
they
one of
did
the
a post
best
with
shows
Becky.
I've ever seen
They
a
did
year ago.
yeah. Well, Biggie, Stone Cold Steve Austin broke his neck, came
So
back.
what? But no, it's just you look at all these things. You're right. It's the undertone, the little things they have ongoing in the background.
Yeah,
That obviously, like you said, Jay screwed Jimmy just 3 weeks
yeah,
ago. Yeah,
yeah,
they're gonna come back to that.
yeah,
You've seen even little things. There's been 2 or 3 occasions where either the Storm, Cargill, has he been leaving or coming out,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Charlotte
Charlotte
Flair's
came.
around, and they
Yeah,
stare at
yeah,
each
yeah,
other, that's going to be
yeah,
something, isn't it?
yeah. Of
But they
course
just
it is.
do
They
little
do.
things
It's
just to
subtle
get it
bits, so
rolling.
they don't
I
have to
know
do
Triple H
every.
likes to take 8 months to cook something sometimes, but
Yeah. Yeah, but I
often
don't
it's
mind,
something
Dave. I
decent.
don't mind. I think the patient stuff, as long as the show is good every week and we're getting
That's the hard
entertainment,
bit.
decent PLEs, and apart from, Wrestle Pulitzer wasn't the best, but apart from Wrestle Pulitzer, you'd say they're a good to great PLEs this year. There were nothing. Wrestle Pulitzer wasn't the best, but it wasn't terrible. Like I said, you go back and watch 2017, 28, some of those PLEs around in that day. Those were a struggle to watch the whole thing.
As I said, I
Whereas
missed the late
you know,
McMahon era. The
Baron
late
Baron
McMahon era, I missed
Corbin,
that. Probably
Baron
thankfully.
Corbin getting in main events and stuff like that. There
Probably
was some, yeah, it was, it
the
was tough.
Burger King in main event.
Yeah,
Good
it's a thing.
lord, man.
But you've got, but yeah. So I think, yeah, no, I think I don't mind. The long term stuff for me, the Bloodline stuff was the long term stuff. It
Yeah,
started with Vince, didn't it? But they when Dave, you obviously started watching the year after, but obviously I was
yeah.
in Hollywood for the WrestleMania. People were so angry that Cody didn't win because everyone was like, "This is it. He's going to finish the story." We would have never got the greatest build up in history of it is. Do you know? I would say it's the greatest build up in history of many stories, right? Across
Dude,
wrestling,
dude.
from the Royal Rumble, well, from The
January
Rock coming out and
to
saying,
April
"Yeah, January,
24.
the
Yeah.
best man, cinema, whatever the
Even
people say
on and
now."
off camera, when he was bleeding when the belt came out, Mama Rose beating him up, blah blah.
He did.
And obviously the social
Dude,
media.
we got a free promo for The Rock on Instagram every Friday night, like or whenever it was. He just did that, just effing and blinding, talking trash.
Considering, look, we're clearly in the post kayfabe era, man. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
clearly past that, but
yeah,
still, that's one of those times where they just drew
yeah,
us back a little bit, like the old days. They just drew us back a
yeah.
little bit. It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Exactly.
It
It
was
was
just beautiful.
beautiful.
It
It
was
was beautiful.
romantic in
I,
many ways.
I, I don't know if we'll ever get that. I mean, again, you can't compare every build up to that, but that's what I'm saying. They again, it was interweaving storylines with Cody, Roman, Rock, Seth,
Yeah,
all of that.
yeah.
Seth had obviously
Seth,
MVP of
man, involved in
WrestleMania
everyone's
40.
business.
Everyone, everything. Main event of night one, first match of night two,
Yeah.
involved
No
in the
one is
main event
injured.
of night two. Yeah, exactly.
No
And then he
one
was
is
injured,
injured,
but
man.
proper. If people didn't respect Seth before that, like proper, like everyone calls it MVP of WrestleMania
Yeah,
40,
yeah, yeah,
wasn't he? He was he
yeah,
was
yeah.
really good. But
So
I
that's
think
why
there's
it's just the product
yeah,
now is just supreme. That's why they can do so many PLEs. That's why they can go obviously be on Netflix. Let's not even mess about. Yeah, you don't get on
yeah.
Netflix for just
ESPN is huge in the US.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
They've
You don't
they've
get all
they've
these
said, didn't
things
they?
if you're not
Yeah,
producing a
you
product
don't
with
get that.
reach,
Yeah,
and
and you've
followings,
got right.
But anyway, it is what it is, man. Yeah, we'll just sit and enjoy. Watch our two
We
hours every
will.
week.
We'll try and well, let's get back. Maybe we'll do a show with Kez for the if we can try and get together before War
Yes,
Games
yada,
and do a preview
yes.
with some predictions.
Yeah.
We can record it on the other thing,
Time
but
in a week's time.
we can do it. Yeah, 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 yeah. At some
Yeah.
point, Kez said he's free most of next week, so we'll
Lovely.
try and do it at some point.
Right. Thanks for everyone who's been messaging us, keeping us entertained. Done and done. Right, Master Ice frozen again. I'm guessing that is it. Oh, done and
This
done.
this thing this thing
I know,
is just
right?
thing.
So I
It's
went to
just
my
not
iPad rather than phone
yeah.
because I wasn't sure. We'll see, but I don't know.
Normally
I
it
don't know.
works fine. I think my phone might be on its last legs. Need to get a new
No,
iPhone.
no.
Any excuse.
Look at this.
Right. Thank you everyone for watching.
Right.
Watching the thing. Add comments, subscribe, like, go on TikTok, follow me on
Boom.
TikTok. Boom. Done. Good night.
Done and done.